Serrano.
Safe player to bank on. And a quick smoke in towards middle from Furia, not playing with it just yet. Eventually drop goes into mid, and MOUZ don't mind just letting them have it.
No, but we saw how well that worked earlier today in the complexity Movistar matchup. It didn't go too well, but on the pistol round, sure. However, you do have Yuri, you do have Drop actually challenging through it as well. Now going to transition in towards CT spawn, and surely they've been spotted, although Yuri's going to hold this off. Good flashbang. It's turned from, and it's a slaughter. Traded back by Dexter.
And Yuri's turn to try and fight it back, but no fight coming his way. Instead, he has to go into the fights, and now he realizes he's been between two of them, and luckily, Yuri will manage himself well enough, but his eyes on where the bomb is going. Currently in towards this B bomb site. Exertion under a lot of pressure, and Art just removes him.
Man, the main thrust of this attack, though, this mid portion has done such a good job. Two bodies already on the ground from earlier, and it froze JDC and Frozen in place from rotating over. And now they've got to try and find a comeback. No kit on either player.
Oh, slipping the way back in, Frozen at the front. Spots out the ramp play, but no one yet peeking from the T side. Furia very passive until they are poked, and Safe will hit the headshot with no issue. Just JDC, and he's hit the first headshot pretty cleanly. Second is even better, and now he runs to it. Now he holds the defuse being stuck, but the time is the limiting factor here for JDC, and he instead looks for the fight against Serrano. He will not be winning this, but will leave with some nice headshots at a minimum.
Yeah, some good kills towards the end of the day. JDC's still got it. It's transferring over from the first map, but a nice win for Fury on the pistol round, splitting, and they could have realistically split either one of those bomb sites. With that main thrust being in middle, so many options available to Furia, and this is the big hold. This is where the round was decided. The fact that Yuri gets to hold on to this position for the entire time, that second kill on a Dexter was massive, and 1-0 for Furia to start Ancient.
Again, Chad was bringing up
it on Mirage. It took him like 10, 11 rounds to even get a single kill on the board, and that's immediately following his game-high performance against Imperial yesterday, where he was the man of the match with the AWP. So looking to have a resurgence here for Mirage. He's going to cover his teammates to start creeping towards A.
Yeah, we're on board with him now. Towards A at the moment with a pack of 3. Safe looking to open things up, but it's actually JDC through the smoke. Catches Art. Don't know what he's seen that allowed him to get that, but he's picked it up nonetheless. And now Frozen under a lot of pressure. And Serrano, one of the finds of Furia, just bites down on Frozen.
And they already know JDC got the kill in middle, so they know there's one more in Donut. So going to plant the bomb safe, drop lurking over towards the A bomb site. There goes JDC. This kill onto Exertion might seal it. And there's no escape route for Torji and Dexter, so they must move forward.
Smoke goes down here for MOUZ. Gives them a bit of a corridor to play with and get deeper with that AWP, and Torji certainly is going to get deeper. He's going to hold for the peak. In the meantime, drop off the top of the ledge, catches Dexter, and that's scared the Hungarian AWPer away. He's getting out of that, doesn't want to get involved, but he might just run right into drop. There's AK is waiting for it. Oh, and that's the peak. Torji goes again, and this time he will remove the player in his way.
That's a great round from Drop, though. I mean, you would have liked for him to get that final kill on Torji, but the fact that he pounces on Exertion inside the bomb site, falls back to shut Dexter down in middle, and then goes back to prevent the AWP from saving, really cool. Really dynamic lurk from Drop, and it works perfectly. This is a couple rounds now Fury has been able to capitalize on the fact that two players, JDC and Frozen, have been shifting in towards Donut early to look towards middle, and they're hitting a really nice timing coming out of A main to make sure that there's no real defense inside the site itself.
Serrano yet again looking good, and it's good to see Drop playing. They open things up. Passive hold from Safe coming in, and Yuri takes a dink through the wood, but will still stand strong. Torji's waiting for a peek, but it's all about the patience here. Does Torji decide to walk down the ramp? If he does, he will almost certainly die, and the biggest piece of MOUZ's defense will just be removed from them. So it's all about Torji, and he's going to be left out to dry soon enough. Dexter doesn't really have the weaponry to support him, and the flick up sees the shadow. Torji doesn't go down, and luckily stays alive to reposition.
Yeah, but now Fury has the information. They hear the AWP ring out, they know its position, so they're going to start moving across the map. Immediately, Art and Drop, and even Safe and Yuri just vacate positions and start moving towards middle.
Well, JDC's coming over here just at the right time. And his Deeg walks right into it all.
Or the wrong time.
Yeah, the wrong time. In fact, that is exactly what has happened.
Save it, just got in a position. Oh. Torji challenges and even gets away into safety. Now he's at the right bomb site, and there's a smoke to slow down Furia.
Yeah, Exertion's on the other side with a 5-7, and look how dynamic Torji's being, just running around the map, just trying to get himself in these positions where he can make that AWP work. And 30 seconds. Furia, sure, still had the player up. They still have the weaponry advantage. But the longer the time ticks on, the more chance MOUZ has of creating chaos and disallowing a round win here from Furia. And Frozen's the player that has to step up. They're going to clear his position. Thought for a second, Drop was about to be eclipsed by his teammate and allow the lineup of two, but didn't happen. And the B site is now under wraps.
Yeah, and I mean, Furia didn't want to mess with going back and re-clearing cave and re-clearing all these advanced positions outside the B bomb site. So just heading towards middle where they knew they already had a leg to stand on and moving forward. Exertion going to find a kill at the end of the day. That's Yuri, who had no idea. Small chance he can recover an AK-47 as Drop steps up to the plate next, but half HP, this is doable.
He does pick up the AK. And taking the time about this, and Drop will win that very important duel. And Torji just stays over towards A main, holding that AWP for the next. Very good start here for Furia on the T side.
Yeah, got to be pleased if you're Furia now. Slow start on Mirage. This one you're getting off on the right foot, 5-0. But another gun round's going to come in from MOUZ, and Torji's been able to keep that AWP alive. Full utility, full kit for Furia. Up on safe. They reinvest in the nades. Same for MOUZ. They might be missing a few defuse kits, but that's about it.
There was that perfect timing of the P from JDC for Art. He's out mid, really looking to try and find this opening. Smoke fades away towards Red Room, and Art gets in that fight immediately. He will lose it to Frozen, and now Drop looking to snap back, looking to pull this kill, and it won't happen. Exertion helps MOUZ to a strong start.
5-on-3. Must convert for your first round, but Safe steps up next. Looking for the peak, looking for anyone to want information, and it completely blinded. That's perfect. Well done from Exertion, and a good pair of kills from Dexter. Looking like a nice, easy round for MOUZ to get one on the board.
How much damage can Yuri do is the question, because MOUZ's economy isn't really well built up right now. They haven't established control of their own money. So if he can take a few players down, that would be very expensive. I don't think MOUZ are going to be throwing any bodies towards him. So he will be saving the AK. But that's good to see MOUZ find the first round. This game was really closely contested on that first match. I thought MOUZ were going to run away with it given the first half, but Furia, you know, tenacious. They find a way back in. I would expect MOUZ to do the same here on Ancient. Oh, he's about to be checked here. Yuri, good hold. That's one down. And the spam is good, but it's not good enough. He still stands tall at 11. And he'll just slink through the B doors.
Yeah, gonna chill, save the AK. He's got money to drop over. Everyone else has got plenty of cash. Serato and Drop gonna be very rich, sitting right around 10,000, so 5-1. This is Frozen with that first kill. That's Art challenging in middle, very, very deep, but it was this follow-up double off the flashbang from Exertion.
I like the idea behind it. Your opponents just win their first round and you just rush into the B bomb side. We'll see if it works out for them because Dexter looking to play spoiler. He gets a double. The Aussie's been very good in this competition so far. And JDC sprints into Art and he will not be allowed to pass. Art has done so much and look how much ground he's got too. He's not done yet. He wants a little bit more from this. Frozen's wrap around the B ramp could be huge. They aren't reading him being here so quickly just yet. And that element of surprise could deliver MOUZ their second round here. He slips on up. Serato comes down to timing, even looks back, but Frozen wins the fight. Now saves up, comes back, and luckily will connect that kill. It's all down to Torzi. And it's hard to see a world in which he gets back into that one. But here we are. Maybe he doesn't need to see the way back in. He just takes a shot right through the smoke. And now it's up against Safe. Up on either side. Torzi throws the smoke onto the bomb, has no idea where Safe is. The knife pulls and missed shot. And he's got him off the defuse. It's awkward, but it's going to be the round for Furia.
Nicely done from Safe with the knife to make sure.
Of course.
Right through it.
As you would expect.
Yeah, leading the way.
He's not alone this time though, Jason.
No, everyone's here. All of his closest friends. I'm going to push right into the smoke in the red room as it fades. Good timing here. Art and Serato, Yuri and Safe playing right outside Donut, so there's options again to this mid play if they can actually establish it. But JDC is going to delay it, slow things down. Meanwhile, over towards the B bomb site, Exertion and Dexter were hunting. They found a kill, which leaves it all on this hit towards the A bomb site. But remember, they were trying to split, so this feels really uncomfortable at the moment.
Well, Frozen thinks better of crossing over Donut. Should not be walking into that AWP anytime soon. Molotov shouldn't spread too much. Should be okay with right there, Frozen. And we'll look at 50 seconds left. Furia still with control of Red Room. They haven't pushed too far into it. Here comes that crucial moment. JDC can't afford to go down too quickly. They're going to smoke him off, and he'll just spam right through it. Art taken out. And 2 players down now for Furia, and look at Dexter's activation.
Oh my lord, yeah, but they just got past his vision. Dexter and Exertion have no idea Yuri and Safe are in Jaguar. Now they're in Cave, so Dexter won't even be able to see this as he passes. Oh, this is so weird. He's going to clear out mid. They're at least going to get a plant inside the A bomb site, and now Dexter should know. If K-Serrano's running over like that, alarm bells should be ringing towards the B bomb site, but Exertion still has his back turned until just now.
Well, he denies the plan, and they have to switch it up and waste a few seconds getting the bomb onto the other side of the site. And that means Safe has to fight, and Yuri assisting him. How are they pulling this one off? Furia get themselves into the 1 versus 1. Torshi's op rings out, and just Yuri, who's quickly slipped away. Torshi making sound now. It's not exactly in the best plant position. Yuri will feel good about this. Peek sees that Torshi's not on it, and Torshi hasn't seen him yet, hasn't figured out where Yuri is, and the headshot from the rifle, no reaction, but that's a massive round for Furia to pull off.
That's a 2v5 from Yuri and Safe. Absolutely wonderful. Good kills from Yuri. He had the really challenging fight. Safe with the op, getting aggressive, could have his 1v1s and back away to new angles, but Yuri's just a stud in this round. And that little timing where they slip past Dexter into Cave is so brutal. Good on Yuri to close it out as well. He just gets to play with...
And the money in a questionable position. Exertion looking to make the most out of the hand cannon, and it will be the 5-7 to drill drop right in the head. Good start. And Art, kind of a wild decision there, Jason, to stand in front of the smoke, I would say, but Safe, he's just run up into the site and put himself in a pretty difficult position, but he's still alive. It's his teammate that's gone down, and Safe goes back for a second dip, and this time gets at least 1 kill, but this is a disaster for Furia.
Yeah, it really is. Momentum stopped cold. I was going to say, speaking of crazy decisions, Safe just standing out in the open, challenging anyone who was going to peek. Second round is going to be coming in for MOUZ.
You do get those rounds every now and then for Furia. They do come through, and MOUZ win on pistols.
Hard part about it is that's the one that really could kind of stop them cold in terms of their streak and their momentum and their feel of this game, because this puts them back onto pistols.
And that was a half buy for MOUZ.
Yeah, that in and of itself is going to be relatively disappointing, but man.
All right, well, MOUZ are back in this half now because of that. They
pick up everything. Mac 10 on Art. He's going to lead the way in towards Cave. Yuri's going to turn the corner with him. This is fast-paced. Torji under pressure. He missed it, but now he knows what's coming.
Exertion's turn. He won't miss his chance. He's got his teammates to assist him here. The rifle support of Dexter coming in, and it is felt. Furia start to make their way in towards the B side, but they're just limping in at the moment. Safe is taken out by utility, and just drop in K-Serrano. The Eagle and Tech 9, but it is Drop who's got himself behind enemy lines, perhaps inside of the smoke. Exertion having to deal with a Tech 9 to the head. And it is just 1 kill for Drop, leaving K-Serrano alone.
Yeah, this might be too much even for his Deagle. Saw a couple spicy rounds back on Mirage with it, including a 1v2 clutch. This is just way too many, and MOUZ is going to get aggressive, swinging wide. 7-3. A 4-round lead for Furia. A 4-round lead for Furia. I am stumbling over my words today, Dinko.
There's been a lot of talking today, Jason.
Yeah, there has been a lot of talking. But no money for Furia really to invest a whole lot into the round. Everyone's huddled right around 2K.
That's another game idea, I think. You ever played the game Articulate?
I have not. What do we got?
So basically, you're given a topic. Smokes here in the corner.
Yeah, well, it's going to be an entire hit towards the A bomb site, all coming at Torji, looking for that jump. I think they spotted his position as well.
All right, Torji under pressure. Blinded, throws the smoke out, and just looks to stay alive as long as possible because he wants some help. And when the help is arriving, it's not really helping, though. And that's a big problem because everybody's just gone down on MOUZ. Well, that's a great round for Furia. That's kind of fixed everything.
Yeah, that's a disgusting execute. So much utility spent. Even the players,
The
hold the phone, hold the
Frozen's
phone.
just got a double and we're right back into it. Suddenly Frozen right to the smoke. He's just killing everybody. And the bomb is loose again. And somehow Furia's perfect start has come crashing down around them, but he do have 1 minute to play with.
And they have queserado in middle. I mean, Save can fall all the way
Frozen's
back.
looking for that too.
Yeah, well, the question is, does MOUZ try and rotate out of this?
No
or
way!
Oh, my lord. 4 kills for Frozen.
Well, just Safe left to take out the Iceman. And he's got to fight in middle. That was it. That was the chance for all 5.
Exertion's got the jump on it, though. Exertion's already at the B bomb site. Safe won't expect this. He's hoping, he's gambling, and he's just sprinting in the sense that Exertion is going to stick around today.
Oh, here's the steps. He can now position himself perfectly to deal with it. Safe is not going to be able to clear this tight angle. And Exertion with the execution. Frozen sets them up, and Exertion knocks it home.
Man, that has got to be so frustrating. Frozen gets everything through smoke, stops it all.
That is disgusting.
Because this is a god tier execution. They got this site so easily. They handled everything else. And the fact that Frozen just does this to him, 2 kills through the smoke and a nade on the planter, brutal.
What a round.
Now, it's a little bit of payback, right? It's a little bit of payback for the 2.
And he's got his teammate behind him. Dexter starts to move in. queserado with just a Tech 9 should be overrun by the rifle. And he is taken down to half HP, swings on out, a lot of bullets towards him, but finally a kill comes in. And Art is the second to slink through. He might just get a lineup of 2 players. He actually caught Dexter on his reposition back to the B-bomb site. And in the meantime, Furia have made their way into the B-bomb site. And Exertion's under a lot of pressure, but MOUZ are handling it. And finally, a kill will come in. And it's all cleaned up.
That's a banger kill from Torji to save Exertion and let him continue to fight on. He didn't get anything off the top of it, but it let him just focus in one direction. Alleviate some of the pressure. Now 5 straight for MOUZ. They've finally planted their feet on defense, and Furia's having a tough time cracking it. 2 rounds remaining in this first half. Ooh, sees the jump. Just the little boots showing.
Towards our middle. Oh, he's about to get bombarded, but he is allowed to stand an elbow for the time being. Really wants to get through that smoke at some point. queserado's there to help him out. Looks like an A split is the idea behind this play, Jason. And they've lost Art in middle, so they might not be splitting much here. They might just have to just charge through main and hope this initial attack point works on JDC.
Oh, that's a timing.
I get a second. Well played from JDC.
That's a beautiful timing on Safe, just as he's jumping up. Dexter, caught off guard by queserado. Probably didn't expect the challenge to be quite that convincing. The drop with the bomb, that's a nice shot. Cleans him up, and we're in a 2-on-2.
Yeah, under a minute now left. The bomb with plenty of options still. They group up and hit one side with the current setup. You have that 2 versus 1 advantage. Maybe they just let the time run a little bit further and then recommit back into the A side. Just wait for some aggression, wait for MOUZ to go for some info. MOUZ aren't doing that. They're just sitting back in Temple with Frozen at the moment. I think eventually Furia will finish on this A side. Frozen starts to get itchy. Wants some info. He's been starved of it for the last few seconds. And now starts to think about, man, here comes Dropout alone. He had the bomb. Now Frozen's calling to his teammate to come back over. Frozen's doing a great job of just staying alive. And the kill onto queserado. That should end it because Drop's on 10 HP and Torchi's arrived. And the shot from CT at range brings 7 rounds to MOUZ.
7 rounds each, apiece. Last round for the lead going into the second half.
They haven't lost a round since they won the half by.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, this is a great run for MOUZ, and if you're Furia, it's not just to take the lead into the second half, it's just to break the momentum, to get something positive going in your direction. That's how it started, and not enough to bring the round all the way back in their favor. Round 15, AK.
Compromise. JDC's attention is going to be focused towards Donut, and that leaves his teammate out to dry. Art's successful in taking JDC out of the equation, and now Frozen is left to pick up the scraps.
Yeah, but Art has no HP. He can't aggress, so this is going to slow down here. Frozen around the edge of the smoke, maybe a double peek from the boost. Ooh. He's got one more. Yuri shuts him down, but still Art hasn't activated with a low health. That puts Torji in position with the ult.
Is he ready for this angle? He absolutely is. Torji butchers Art into the ground, and Drop has to pull off a clutch. Wheeling out the guillotine. He's found himself the first headshot. Needs a second, and he'll collect that, no problem. Just one more. The bomb is the problem, though. And he gives a bit of a corridor for Torji to play with. And Drop will use that smoke to get around the side. And if you're the Opera, you feel paranoid, because if he comes through that smoke, you're in a real tough position. And now Torji's even considering that he could have gone the long way around to CT. But in the meantime, Drop has collected the bomb and makes his way to the site. Taps to pull the fight in towards him. Just the fake as he goes towards CT. 20 seconds left. Not a lot of time here for Drop, and he's really gambling on this. If he goes back to the B bomb site, just enough time to get the bomb down.
Drop's the courageous one in this 1v1. It took a long time for Torji to really clear things out and realize he's not actually planting at that bomb site. So plenty of time for Drop to reposition, especially with the Molotov behind him to cover his tracks. And now Torji's in a tough spot.
Well, this is smart from Drop. A good round, but is he ready for a Torji to come through CT? He's fully committed on Cave. He's fully committed on Cave. And that's a little confusing for me, but Torji comes around and just takes the easiest kill of the half, really.
Yeah, he was so convinced it was going to come. He's for both teams in middle. This is going to be a brawl.
Well, Drop taps first. Torji answers back and save. Ooh. Did have a couple of chances there, but they're able to jump away from danger and get back in towards elbow. Now they're thinking about a quick play in towards A. That smoke goes out towards CT, and they're just going to sprint.
Furia's beat him on the read, though. Furia's beat them entirely on what's coming next. They've already shifted over. Drop's going to be at the entrance to Donut. Safe's going to be in Donut. Art's going to be here as well. So many bodies to deal with.
Well, let the bodies hit the floor, I say. JDC able to sink too. The Safe fights back again, but JDC is having a pissed around here. 3 kills picked up, just Art left, and he's cowering behind the default boxes. Hearing steps in the temple, but there's not a lot he can do about it just yet. He's just going to have to maintain his position. Hope that they can come towards him. Hope they start planting immediately. Deny the plant, get behind the boxes. Really, that's the only way I see him picking this one up, and JDC just goes around the corner and gets himself a 4K.
Fair play. I like it. Well, JDC with a round and a half. Quad kill on the pistol. I mean, that's crazy. Actually, good adjustment from MOUZ to just bail out of whatever mid idea they had. But, I mean, Furia beat them to the punch. They knew exactly what was coming. And it's all JDC to bust up this stack.
One of his best. And I think Maui brought up a point of, like, he was the least flashed Opera at the event, then they figured him out. And we were having a discussion about maybe Hyped will follow that same suit. Maybe plays a really good tournament here, but eventually they'll figure him out. And it'll be interesting to keep a track of that in Group B as it goes on. But this round for Furia, not really going to amount to much. Dexter has a chance to get a lot done with a Galil, and he'll swing out, see a lot of them. Because he took some damage, doesn't want to stick around. He would be peppered down by the USPs, and maybe that chance is still there for Art.
All right, well, tapping away with the USP. Ooh, okay.
That's the cleanest I've ever seen in that look at that range.
He made that look really good. I like it. Yuri's the last one left. MOUZ is going to be up to 11. And this streak of MOUZ is now extended. Art playing behind the smoke in Red Room. Quesarado behind the smoke in Donut.
Oh.
This is the exact... Ooh, okay.
Oh, that's very rough.
Yeah, right through it. A couple little swings, and oh my god, he's got more. Or was that Quesarado? Who knows? Dexter has no idea. But that's all the mid-aggression basically taken away.
Well, that's one way to do it. They didn't take Dexter down, though. As long as he's still alive, there's still a threat. And oh, Art in a fight. JDC is the person to get that kill, so they actually don't know that Dexter's so close.
I don't know why you take that peek if you're Art. 5 on 4.
Look at this. The Molotov just missed him, so he's already deep.
Yeah, this is actually crazy. If he can make it past away from safe, oh, he's done it. Oh, this is huge. There's a gap in this defense that is broken wide open, and Dexter's in perfect position. He's calling out the positions, and now he's going to get a free kill, and then everyone else is going to go down. Now we hit the bomb site. We know where Yuri was. Now we know where he is, and now he's gone.
I think there was a little micro play in the middle of all of that where Dexter perhaps called for them to molly behind him from the T side so they would signal that no one's in red. And so none of the B players were even suspecting of it. That's incredible. Dexter just gets the wraparound and a huge individual play from him.
Yeah, that small transition of Safe falling back from A to take over, like keeping an eyes on middle. It was maybe a second or two late, but that he realized it. And in those second or two, Dexter's really able to slip behind the net. That's... whew. Painful if you're Furia, but wonderful if you're MOUZ. 12-7, 5-round lead.
And to think he was dinged through the smoke from Donut by coldzera, that could have been a 2-man advantage without even seeing an opponent.
But let's go back to it, because, like, I mean, all of that is well and good to talk about that gap that was missed that Dexter's able to exploit. But what causes that is Art in a 5-on-4 jumping on top of that and trying to peer over the top of the smoke, going for one more.
Live and die by the sword.
Yeah, I mean, that really puts the team in a tough spot right here.
Yeah, not exactly an advised play. The fact that JDC gets that kill and they fake out the...
I think still plenty of questions that are going unanswered so far in their first 2 matches of Pro League.
Yeah, and the worrying thing for me right now is how quiet coldzera is, because we talked about even when they're losing maps, you can kind of rely on him to at least put up a good performance. He's the bottom fragger right now. He's the worst performer for Furia on Ence at the moment. They really haven't got it going at all. And the scoreline may look like there's an opportunity to stay in this for Furia, but you have to remember they just haven't been in this game for pretty much all of it now. Good start, but that's it. And it looks like we're going to see a MOUZ B play. JDC at the front of the attack. What do you call this position?
Where JDC is?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
People call it a beehive.
Okay. Beehive.
Yeah.
Feels like a long call out.
Yeah, there's a lot of syllables in there.
Well, here we go, Art. There's one kill. Can't find the second. Can't convert over to cave. Drop's going to push in behind the smoke to try and get an angle before it clears. A 4-on-3, and Furia's shifting over like they want to go for this.
Drop. About to slip forward to the first pyramid. Torji is a corpse blocking his scope right now, and Smoke's going to go down towards the ramp. Drop set up, ready to go into the fight, and wins it against Dexter.
Dexter's the only one on the bomb site. Everyone else is blocked up by that smoke. Exertion is now getting back. They never thought Furia was going to go for this. Huge Molotov to shut it down. That smoke should clear, and they should be able to stop things from now on.
Well, Save trying to get onto it still.
No kid. He's got to bail out.
Time. Got to get out of there. coldzera fighting. At least it's a headshot on the way out the door. But yeah, it's another round for MOUZ. Unfortunately for Furia, there was that opening to get back in, to get the retake going and get the defuse, but the Molotov, the lineup, it was all ready for MOUZ. They were aware of the weaknesses that may be in front of them, and they had the answers to deal with it.
Yeah, thank God for that Molotov. Otherwise, that's just a round over. There it is, landing really brutal, because Exertion was all the way outside the A bomb site. He did not think they were going to be going for this retake. It was so quiet for so long.
Yeah, the problem is so many of the Fury players die there that the...
Your favor, also saving enough to make sure that you're not destitute moving forward. That's a nice opening shot from coldzera. Bonus money as well always helps. Art goes down. coldzera isolated. Nobody wants to challenge the Mag 7, and finally Frozen steps up, but Yuri's picked it off the ground. It's got one shot.
Ooh, another one. The Mag 7 turns out to be a decent investment here. Yuri finds a pick with it. Now Drop swings in middle. Or Furia about to find their round in this fashion. Frozen and Torji start to come into the site. Drop is upgraded into the AK-47, but he will be negated for the time being due to that CT smoke. He'll throw one of his own out.
MOUZ enough to commit. They can actually come in and slow play this if they'd like to. They can wait for the response. There's a defensive smoke. Drop pushes through it.
That's a big play. He realizes he's the player with the rifle, so he's got to make a move like that. And Torji, this is risky. They've just left him. The timing. They think he might be repositioning back to Donut to middle, but in fact, he's clearing out the temple. He's in CT spawn. He's so confused too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would be extremely confused. Now, the real trouble is for Furia, despite the fact that this is a cool maneuver, they've also lost information, and now they're going to be stuck in the Donut hallway, and Torji's got his lines of sight.
Oh, the timing. The timing. Listen, away, and he comes back. Safe goes down. Don't be fooled by the X-ray. It looked like it was a lineup, but Drop was around the corner, and Torji now puts himself in a 1v1. Up against Drop, who's already slipped through. The timing's great for him. He's got the wrap around. Torji does not think that he's right behind him, and Drop will knock him out with a headshot.
If he went for the knife, I might have crapped my pants. 8-13.
I think we just put the headsets down at that point.
Yeah. Finally, Furia put a stop to the run that goes all the way back to the first half. That was 12 rounds in a row for MOUZ.
What a big round from Drop. Just makes a lot of really good decisions in this round. Furia finally back to some winning ways at least.
Can they build on it? Can they actually string something together off this? Spam doesn't connect through the smokes deep down middle. Dexter and Exertion making their way over to the boxes. Art's going to reaggress. Okay, blind through the smoke. There goes drop. That's Frozen pouncing from the double doors through the smoke. Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. And the answer, can they string it together, is a resounding no.
Furia just give them every fight. Just give them every single opportunity to take them down at the start of the round. Now you've got to see these two ops pull it back in a really unlikely position.
That's really weird timing for Exertion, though. Safe had just shifted over. They missed each other. However, going to the other side of the map is JDC with the bomb. Good peek from Exertion. He's dropped from behind. Now they have the information of where both the oppers are. Good rebuttal from Torji. JDC and Frozen moving in, but they know Safe's position.
And now Safe has a chance to win it all. The bomb is dropped. Safe is looking for the second player, but look at that. Frozen just slinks on through, sneaky, beaky-like, catches the angle, and stops any heroics from Safe. But Furia just give every fight away at the start of the round. They had aggression everywhere, in mid, through B lane. At least if you're going aggressive, you're doing it together, but none of the fights went their way.
No, I mean, yeah, this is, I mean, look, how can you blame him for that shot? Like, or in this, like, two players go down through the smoke.
Another
what are you supposed to do?
Kill for Frozen.
Yeah, he did that in the first half to great effect, and man, that's just the defense cracked open, and MOUZ from there just in the driver's seat.
They're not allowed mid this time. Mid is closed.
Denied access, taking a lot of damage as well for their troubles, MOUZ. Torji down to 39. Dexter and Exertion tagged a little bit low, and Art has this position. With mid control, they can confidently shore up this defense at the B bomb site, but as the smoke fades, like, Furia just used all their utility, so that's kind of the other side of the coin. Is it was good to deny map control and access to mid for MOUZ. It was good to do a little bit of chip damage going into the mid round, but now that everything's fading, you don't have anything to replenish, and you have to back away. And it all comes down to the timing of this flashbang from Yuri.
Drop with a shoulder peek. I don't see much from it. This is going to be a hard hold, but at least Furia will have the players on the correct side of the map.
Yeah, K-Serrato and Art doing just enough peeking into mid from Donut in the red room to let him know you're at the right place. This is exactly where it's going to be coming. B's about to be under attack. Deep angle from Drop, but there goes Yuri.
Oh, Dexter just comes swinging in. A great headshot. Frozen replies as well, and it's looking very good for MOUZ to push forward to 15. And how many times are the Furia players going to go down through the smokes?
Oh, this is so grimy from MOUZ. The amount of smoke kills are just so brutal.
Art and K-Serrato left shaking in their boots. They're going to have to run away here. They can't do anything about this.
You have to preserve the weapons, man. This is so painful if you're Furia.
They chose option B. They fell over and died. And now it's 15 for MOUZ. One round away from securing the 2-0 victory and a playoff spot here at ESL Pro League.
And this is a 14-1 run now for MOUZ. Like, they just grabbed control, as you mentioned plenty of times, off of a half buy in the first half. They win it, they steal a round away from Furia, and they just haven't looked back. Nice composure I'm hearing on the MOUZ side. Probably not the same on Furia's side. 19 kills on Frozen, Dexter, and Torji. 18 on JDC.
Boom.
This is a very good team affair from MOUZ.
Well, as far as fragging in-game leaders go, you can't get much better than Dexter at the moment.
For MOUZ to get started, and now here against Furia, looking good, looking to close it out 2-0.
Art is already at the start of this round. He's already up on the ledge, and ooh, the flashes, they're making him really uncomfortable, but they don't see him. Somehow, he's able to just get away with it, and he's just blinding him for every fight. A second kill for Art.
Yeah, he's lucky to be alive.
There is an open A site.
Yeah, there is, but what can you do with it? The bomb and Frozen are still very far away, so I don't think they're ever going to plan on rotating back. And if Dexter doesn't challenge, you're not really going to get anything for this.
But they're sending K-Serrato and Safe back to have a look at what's happening.
Yeah, they're trying to throw a little bit of a fake, but I still feel like I feel like this should not be bitten on by Furia, but they kind of are a little bit, although Drop and Yuri sticking around at the other side of the map. So Dexter's going to go down for free. Now they realize it's a fake. That puts Drop and Yuri on high alert.
Yeah, this should be good enough to close out for Furia. They're in a really solid position here. Drop goes around the corner. Okay. Frozen hits the immediate headshot. If he gets the second kill on Yuri quickly here, MOUZ are back on, and the smoke goes in. Frozen continues to fight. This time, stopped by K-Serrato, and it's on JDC. The flank is coming around the back from Art. That's the key to this. He's worried about the players in front of him, but really the threat's behind, and Art comes around the backside, hits the headshot, and Furia survives.
Where multiple rounds behind, very far behind MOUZ here on Ancient.
Oh, another one, of course.
Yeah, through the smoke. We'll take it.
Oh, Art Don't know why he did that. Well, Exertions happily collected that second kill of the round, and that's it done. No comebacks to be had here for Furia. MOUZ will be taking this series 2-0, and that playoff spot will be theirs. And Safe is going to try.